The day is slowly falling away now. The light is softer. The noise is a little farther in the distance. You have arrived at this quiet moment. Nothing to rush toward, nothing to push through. Just this gentle pause at the end of the day. Feel how different this time is. The pace is slower. The expectations are lighter. You are allowed to unwind. Whatever the day has been, busy or quiet, heavy or light, smooth or tangled, it is already behind you now. You do not need to go back and sort it out. You do not need to replay any scenes. You do not need to solve anything. Not now, not here. This is a safe place to set everything down. All the roles you carried, all the plans you tried to follow, all the effort it took just to move through the hours. They can rest now. Notice the simple fact that you are here, in this body, in this room, in this moment, breathing. Let your attention drift gently to the feeling of where you are resting, the support beneath you, steady, unmoving, quietly holding your weight. You do not have to hold yourself up. The surface beneath you is doing that work. You are already supported, already carried. See if you can allow just a little more of your weight to sink down, as if the bed or chair were a soft shore, and you were settling like sand, grain by grain, into comfort. Nothing to get right, nothing to perform, only this gentle arriving. If the mind is still busy, that is completely okay. Thoughts may still be spinning from the day, conversations, to-do lists, memories. They often linger. You do not need to stop them. You do not need to fight them. They can be like distant voices in another room. You can hear that they are there and still choose not to walk toward them. Instead, stay close to this simple experience of resting, the softness around your body, the faint movement of your breath, the quiet sounds in the background, whatever they may be. Notice the way the air feels as you breathe in, cooler, maybe a little sharper at the nostrils or the back of the throat, and the way it feels as you breathe out, softer, warmer, easing its way back into the room. There is no special way you have to breathe, no rhythm you must follow. Let the breath be exactly as it is, natural, unforced. Just from time to time, you might feel a slightly longer exhale, a slow, gentle pouring out of air, like a quiet sigh of relief. Each out-breath can be a tiny release of effort, of tension, of holding on. If the body feels a little tight or restless, that is welcome here too. You have carried yourself through a whole day. Of course, there are places that feel tired. You might notice your shoulders. They may have been lifting, protecting, working hard without you even knowing. Imagine them softening just a little, not forcing anything, just giving them permission to drop a fraction of an inch toward ease. You might sense your jaw, the way the teeth meet or the lips rest. Perhaps they can part just slightly, and as if your mouth were preparing to whisper something kind. The eyes can relax as well. Even closed, the muscles around them can soften like a curtain gently falling into folds. Everything in you has permission to slow down now, to become quieter, smaller, softer. If memories of the day arise, greet them kindly. You might say, somewhere inside, not now, this can wait for morning. Imagine placing each thought, each worry, or unfinished task on a small shelf beside you. It is not thrown away. It is simply set aside for now. The shelf is steady. It will be there tomorrow. Nothing important will be lost. For this time, though the shelf holds it all for you, you do not have to manage anything. You do not have to hold everything in your hands. This is a time when life can be gently put down. Feel how comforting it is to know that you are not needed anywhere else in this moment. No one is asking anything of you. No decisions are waiting. What matters most right now is that you are here, resting in your own company, letting the edges of the day grow softer. You might sense the boundary between you and the night around you, the quiet of the room, the stillness in the air, as if the night itself were a soft blanket, spreading gently, tucking around you. The day has done what it could. All that was possible was done with the energy you had. The rest can belong to another time. You are allowed to be unfinished. You are allowed to be in between. You are allowed to simply be. Notice again the breath, rising and falling, coming and going. A calm, steady tide within you. Thoughts may continue to appear. Feelings may move through the body. That is all right. They can flow in their own slow way, while you rest back as the one who notices. You do not have to fix how you feel. You do not have to improve this moment. It is enough to be gently aware of it, to be present with kindness to your own experience. If a part of you still feels on alert, you can let that part know that it has done its best today. It has watched, protected, planned. Now it too can rest. Imagine wrapping that watchful part of you in soft, warm light, as if you were saying, "Thank you, you can lie down now. I am safe enough here. The night holds you. The surface beneath you cradles you. Your own breath rocks you in and out, in a slow, quiet rhythm. Nothing is being asked of you. You do not have to be strong right now. You do not have to be cheerful. You do not have to be anything at all. Just breathing, just resting, just existing gently in this pocket of time at the edge of the day. If you like, you might silently whisper to yourself words as simple as, "It is okay to rest," or "I can let go for now." Feel how those words land in your body, like a soft weight on the chest calming, or like a warm hand on your back, steady and kind. Allow the quiet to deepen around you. Thought by thought, breath by breath, the day drifts a little farther away. You are not pushing it away. You are letting it float like a small boat drifting slowly toward a distant shore of sleep. Here, at the edge of that water, you remain safe and grounded, held by the night, held by your own gentle awareness. Nothing to do now but rest in this softness. Nothing to do but feel the slow, soothing rhythm of your own breathing. And as the mind begins to dim, as the body continues to settle, you are carried deeper into this quiet, into this ease, into this simple, peaceful comfort of letting the day finally fade away. The day is gently fading behind you now. Whatever it brought, whatever it asked of you, can rest for a while. Here, in this quiet space, nothing needs to be fixed or figured out. Nothing needs to be solved. You have reached the part of the day where you do not have to keep up with anything at all. Take a slow, easy breath in through your nose and a soft, unhurried breath out. Let the edges of this moment soften a little, as if the air around you is becoming calmer and more still. Notice the simple fact that your body is lying down. The day may still be echoing in the mind, but the body has already arrived here. Feel how it knows how to rest, how to lean into support. Imagine that you are stepping into a very soft, very quiet room, a room made just for you at the end of the day. The light is gentle. The air is calm. Nothing outside this room can rush in or pull at you. As you step into this inner room, sense the door behind you. It is open for now, and you can feel a faint breeze of the day, of everything that came before this moment. Thoughts, memories, to-dos, drifting in and out. Take another slow breath in, and as you breathe out, picture your hand resting on the door, not forcing it, just feeling that you have the choice to close it when you are ready. Now bring attention down from the door, down from the day, and into the body. Feel the contact between you and the bed. Notice the points where your body is being held: the back of the head, the shoulders, the arms, the hips, the legs, the heels. All of you gently supported from beneath. There is no need to change how anything feels. Just noticing is enough. You are simply meeting your body where it is, as it is in this moment. Sense the weight of your body, the natural heaviness that arrives when you no longer have to stand or walk or carry yourself. Allow that weight to be completely accepted. The bed is here to hold it all. Feel the shapes of the blankets around you, the gentle pressure, like a soft, steady embrace, warmth gathering around your shoulders, along your arms, across your chest and back. Comfort pooling around your hips, your legs, your feet. If parts of the body feel restless or fidgety, that is welcome too. Nothing is wrong, just notice the movement, the pulsing, the buzzing. Let it be part of the experience of arriving, like the last small ripples on the surface of water, slowly settling. In this quiet room inside yourself, you do not have to feel a certain way. You do not have to be calm. You do not have to be sleepy yet. However you are right now is fully allowed. Gently bring awareness to the back of the head, resting on the pillow. Feel how the pillow rises up to meet you. Your head does not have to hold itself. There is support here, soft and steady. Let that sense of support spread down into the neck, across the tops of the shoulders. Imagine any weight you have been carrying across those shoulders being set down, even if only a little. Nothing to lift, nothing to brace against. Notice the upper back resting against the bed, the way the mattress shapes itself around you, each breath moving quietly through the ribs, expanding and softening like a slow, gentle tide. Feel the contact of your arms, whether they are by your sides, folded, or resting somewhere on the body. The slight heaviness in the upper arms, in the forearms, in the hands, fingers resting, palms softening. No need to reach for anything. Let attention drift down to the chest and the heart area. You might feel the faint rhythm there, the steady work of a body that has carried you through another day. Offer a silent, simple thank you for that. Nothing more is needed. Now sense the space of the belly. However it feels is okay. Maybe it rises and falls with each breath. Maybe it feels still. Maybe you notice some tightness or fluttering. Simply allow it to be exactly as it is, with kindness. Feel the weight of your hips and pelvis sinking into the bed. Supported from beneath. The muscles that help you walk and stand and sit all day are slowly letting go of their effort. Even if they do not fully release yet, they are invited to soften. Notice your thighs, upper legs resting, the fabric against your skin, the steady contact with the bed beneath them. Let them be heavy, as if they are gently melting down into the support below. Follow this feeling down into the knees, the shins, the calves. These parts have carried you too. Now they do not have to go anywhere. They can rest in complete stillness, or with tiny movements. Both are welcome. Bring awareness to your feet, the heels, the arches, the toes. Maybe you can sense warmth there, or coolness, or tingling. Whatever is here, simply notice that your feet are no longer standing on the ground of the day. They are resting on the ground of this moment. From head to toes, your whole body is now held. The bed beneath, the blankets around, the air touching the skin. Nothing is asked of you right now. In your inner room, return to the sense of the open door behind you. The day is still on the other side. The conversations, the tasks, the plans, the unfinished pieces, they are all still there, and they can stay there. If it feels right, imagine gently, slowly swinging that door toward being closed, not slamming it, just an easy, unhurried motion. As the door moves, the sounds of the day grow softer, more distant, like voices in another house down the street. With the next out-breath, picture the door coming to rest, closed but not locked. Everything outside can wait. In here, you are safe from demands and expectations. Feel what it is like in this room with the door closed, a little quieter, a little more still. The air around you softer, easier to breathe. Notice that thoughts may still wander back to the day. They might replay scenes or imagine tomorrow. That is completely natural. You do not have to push them away. Just remember that the door is closed now and the thoughts are only faint echoes drifting through. Bring your attention gently, kindly, back to the body resting here, the simple rising and falling of the breath, the weight of the blankets, the steady presence of the bed underneath you. With each breath out, invite yourself to arrive a little more fully, arriving in the heaviness of your body, arriving in the softness around you, arriving in the quiet of this very moment. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, no role to play, just a human body, allowed to rest. If any part of you feels like it is still running, still moving quickly inside, you might imagine that it is slowly stepping into this quiet room as well. One by one, the busy parts of the mind and body come inside, look around, and realize that it is safe to slow down. The pace of your thoughts can move at its own speed. You do not have to match it. You can rest here, like a stone, at the bottom of a clear lake, while thoughts ripple on the surface far above. Feel again the gentle pressure of the blankets, the warmth or coolness of the air on your face, the steady, reliable presence of the mattress beneath you, all of it holding you in place so you do not have to hold yourself. Breath by breath, let yourself be here, not back in the day, not yet in tomorrow. Just here, in this soft, quiet room inside your own awareness. Allow the words to become less important now. Let them drift into the background, like a soft murmur in another space. What matters is the felt sense of being supported, being allowed to rest exactly as you are. Rest in the weight of your body. Rest in the warmth around you. Rest in the gentle rhythm of your breathing. Simply being here with nothing required of you and all the time you need to slowly, quietly let the day fall away. The day is loosening its grip now. The edges are softening. You are here in this gentle space, and nothing needs to be done. Notice the simple fact that you are breathing, not changing it, not fixing it, just quietly recognizing that breath is moving all on its own. Perhaps the breath feels close to the surface. Maybe it is a little tight, or quick, or uneven. However it is arriving right now is completely all right. You are simply meeting it, the way you might greet a familiar friend at the door. Allow awareness to rest near the tip of the nose, or at the lips, or in the throat, wherever the breath is easiest to feel. Sense the gentle touch of air coming in. Sense the soft release of air going out. In this moment, you are not in charge of the breath. You're not steering it or making it perform. You are resting beside it, like sitting quietly on the shore, watching the tide. Each inhale is a small wave arriving at the sand. Each exhale is that same wave sliding back, leaving little traces behind. The body is the shoreline. The breath is the sea, forever moving, forever returning. Notice how the air comes in on its own. The body knows how to receive it. Notice how the air leaves on its own. The body knows how to let go. If the breath feels a bit shallow, that is all right. If it catches or feels uneven, that is all right too. Nothing is wrong. Everything is simply being noticed gently and kindly. Imagine you are in a safe, cozy room. The light is soft. The day is fading. There is a window slightly open, and a warm, gentle breeze moves in and out. Feel that breeze as if it were your breathing. With each in-breath, a soft warmth enters through the open window. With each out-breath, that same warmth drifts back out, calm and unhurried. In and out. Like a quiet, familiar rhythm, the whole room is breathing with you. Walls, floor, ceiling, all settled and still, holding you safely. The only movement is this tender exchange of air, moving in, moving out. Nothing forced, nothing controlled. Notice where in the body the breath can be felt most clearly now. Perhaps in the chest, rising and falling. Perhaps lower, in the belly, gently swelling and softening. Simply resting your attention there, as if placing a warm hand on that place. On the next inhale, feel the body slightly open. On the next exhale, feel it gently soften, like a small steady wave washing up along the shore of your ribs, then receding, again and again with no effort. As the breath comes in, there may be a tiny sense of filling, not a big stretch, just a subtle rounding, a quiet expansion. As the breath leaves, there may be a sense of emptying, of sinking, of release. Notice if the shoulders drop a little. Notice if the jaw loosens, even a fraction. If you find any tightness, there is no need to push it away. Just let the breath move near it, the way water curls around a stone. Each inhale, the water arrives. Each exhale, it slides past, smoothing the edges, little by little. The breath is carrying the story of the day. All the words spoken, all the thoughts held, all the small efforts of hours gone by. With each exhale, some of that story can flow out. Not all at once, just in tiny threads, easy and natural. Feel how the exhale seems to know how to let go. It is always a letting go. Air leaves. The body settles. Gravity holds you a bit more. Imagine the breath as a soft tide inside you. It rises within the chest, within the belly. It recedes, leaving the inner shore a little smoother each time. Nothing to do but watch the gentle in, the gentle out. If thoughts arrive, that is part of the tide too. They come in like bits of driftwood on the waves. They go out, carried back by the current. You do not need to pick them up or follow them. They can simply float away on the next out-breath. Notice now the length of your breathing without changing it. Is the inhale short or long? Is the exhale soft or strong? Just noticing the way you might notice clouds moving across a quiet sky. If it feels comfortable, allow the exhale to become a touch slower, a touch fuller. Not force, just a slightly longer sigh of air leaving the body, a soft emptying, a gentle fall. With each longer exhale, some part of you may melt a little more. The muscles may loosen. The mind may grow quieter, like a room after the lights have been dimmed. Breath after breath, the day grows more distant. Notice how the inhale arrives without you trying. It rises up like the beginning of a small wave. Then the exhale follows, like the wave turning and sliding back to sea. The simple motion repeats, kind and steady. If the mind wonders whether the breathing is right, it can be reassured. There is no right way, no perfect rhythm to find. Only this living, changing movement of air, moment by moment. Even if the breath feels a bit tight, it belongs. You can hold it in gentle awareness, like holding a small bird in your hands, not squeezing, not clinging, just being there, with care, with patience. Over time, the bird may relax. Over time, the breath may soften. Sense how each inhale brings a touch of freshness, a quiet newness, and each exhale sweeps out some of the weight of the day. Tiny grains of tension, small traces of worry drifting away on the warm breeze of the breath. Imagine again the cozy room, the open window. The air moves in, bringing calm. The air moves out, carrying with it the leftover noise of the day. The room grows more peaceful with every gentle cycle. In this soft rhythm, the body begins to trust the breath. The breath begins to trust the body. They rock one another like a cradle slowly swaying in a dark, quiet space. Back and forth, in and out, calm and slow. Allow yourself to rest more fully on the exhale. As the air leaves, feel your weight surrender a little deeper into support. The better chair beneath you becomes more solid, more present, holding you without effort. You are being carried just as the breath is being carried. Words are becoming less necessary now. The breath can lead the way. The mind can trail behind, unhurried, like someone walking slowly along the water's edge at dusk. Feel the next inhale arrive, subtle and kind. Feel the next exhale fall away, like a soft curtain closing. Again and again and again, this simple kindness repeats itself. Nothing to earn, nothing to prove. The breath is here, steady and loyal. A small, quiet wave moving through the body, a warm breeze passing through an open window in the night, always arriving, always leaving. Rest inside that rhythm. Allow it to rock you gently, from thought into quiet, from holding into ease. Each exhale, a little more release. Each inhale, a little more space. And now, with fewer words and less effort, you can simply be breathed. Air coming in, air going out. the day slowly washing away on this soft inner tide until only calm remains. Settle a little more deeply into where you are resting now. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, just this soft, quiet moment. Feel the gentle support beneath you. Notice how it holds you, how it meets the weight of your body. You do not have to hold yourself up. The surface beneath you is already doing that. Take a slow, easy breath in through your nose, and then allow a long, smooth breath out. As the breath leaves, notice the first hint of your body beginning to soften, even if it is only a little. Now bring gentle attention to your face, to your forehead. Sense any small lines or tiny efforts there, across the brow, around the temples. Imagine a warm hand smoothing over your forehead, and let the skin soften under that touch. Let your eyebrows rest. Let the space between them grow wide and open, as if the air itself is stroking that space. Nothing to think through right now. The forehead can be quiet. Move your awareness down to your eyes. The muscles around the eyes can work so hard all day. Imagine them sinking back, resting in their sockets, like pebbles settling in soft sand. Lids heavy, eyes quiet, vision turning inward and dim. Now gently notice your cheeks, your lips, your jaw. Is the jaw holding on even a little? If the teeth are touching, see if they can part just slightly. The tongue resting softly in the mouth. The throat easy and spacious. With every breath out, feel the jaw unhooking its grip. The muscles around the mouth growing slack and peaceful, as if your whole face is melting little by little into the support below. Let this softening drift down into the back of the neck, the sides of the neck, the front of the throat. Imagine warm, slow breath flowing through those areas, loosening and untying whatever has been tight. The head, the neck, the face, all allowed to be heavy and held. Now very slowly turn towards your shoulders. Notice how they rest against the bed or the cushion. Notice if they are still trying to lift, to brace, to hold some invisible weight. You do not have to fix anything, and just feel. As you breathe out, allow each shoulder to drop a few millimeters closer to the surface beneath you. Not forcing, only allowing. Again and again. With each exhale, they settle a little more. The muscles across the tops of the shoulders, around the shoulder blades, along the collarbones, all softening like fabric loosening its weave. Let this loosening travel slowly down your arms, into your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms. Notice any tiny effort in the wrists, the hands, the fingers. So much of the day lives here. All the doing, all the holding. Imagine placing that effort down, as if you were setting down a heavy bag. Feel your hands become warm, still, and slightly heavier. The fingers gently curled or naturally resting, palms open to the air or resting against the blanket, doing absolutely nothing. Sense the exact shape of each hand just as it is. The weight of each finger, the warmth in the center of each palm. Allow the hands to sink and sink into the surface like stones settling at the bottom of a clear, calm pool. Now bring your awareness to your chest. Notice the slow rise and fall of each breath. No need to deepen it or change it. Simply feel the gentle rocking of your body as the breath moves in and out. With each exhale, imagine that the front of the chest becomes a little softer the muscles between the ribs easing, the heart area wrapped in a quiet, warm blanket of safety, held from all sides with nothing asked of it. Let your attention move to your upper back now, the places that lean into the bed or the couch. Sense how strongly they are supported, as if the surface below is rising up to meet them, to cradle them. Imagine that your whole back is resting on a bed of soft, warm sand. This sand shapes itself perfectly to you. Every curve, every angle, every part of your back is gently held. You do not have to arrange yourself. The sand does the arranging for you. Feel that sand under your shoulder blades, flowing up into all the little spaces around them, filling in the hollow places along your spine, up through the ribs, across the small of your back. Wherever there was a gap, now there is support. Wherever there was tension, now there is softness and warmth. Allow your back to grow a little heavier, more willing to be carried, more willing to be still. The sand receives all of your weight, without effort, without limit. Now drift down into the belly. Notice how it feels as you breathe. Perhaps the belly rises and falls. Perhaps the movement is smaller. However it is enough. Many of us hold the belly without even knowing, as if we are gently bracing, expecting the next thing. For this moment, see if the belly can let that job go. As you breathe out, allow the abdomen to soften toward the spine. Allow it to expand on the in-breath without control. Imagine warm sand beneath your belly, too, supporting it, shaping itself around it, so nothing needs to be pulled in or held tight. Let this softness spread into the sides of the waist, into the lower back, the hips, the pelvis, the whole center of the body relaxing, like a fist slowly opening into an easy hand. You are safe to relax here. You are safe to give your weight to the night. Feel both hips now. The right hip, the left hip. Sense them sinking into that gentle bed of sand. The sand moves, shifts, and molds itself, so each hip is perfectly supported, perfectly at ease. From the hips, allow awareness to slide down into the thighs. Heavy bones, large muscles, all able to loosen and drop. The tops of the thighs, the backs, the sides, each part resting deeper, as if the sand is rising up and around them, holding them in a soft, steady embrace. Let your attention drift down to your knees, these joints that carry you all day. Right knee, left knee, both resting, both safe. Any small effort there can melt, like ice touched by the afternoon sun. Now feel your lower legs, the calves, the shins, the ankles. Imagine the sand moving around them as well, warm and gentle, filling every tiny space between you and the earth. The muscles along the calves releasing downward, the ankles heavy and loose. Bring your awareness to your feet, the tops of the feet, the soles, the heels. Each toe, from the big toes all the way down to the smallest. These feet have carried you through your day. Now they are done. Sense the soles of your feet resting, held. Imagine the sand here is especially soft, especially warm. It conforms to every curve of the foot, between the toes, under the arch, around the heel. Your feet can sink and sink until they feel almost weightless, even as they are fully supported. Now, in your own time, sense your whole body at once, from the crown of the head, down through the face, the jaw, the throat, across the shoulders and arms and hands, through the chest, the back, the belly, the hips, along the legs, and all the way to the very tips of the toes. Your whole body resting on that bed of soft, shaping sand. The sand knows exactly how to hold you. It cradles every part of you equally. Nothing is left out. Notice how the weight of the body feels now. Heavier than at the beginning, perhaps. More spread out. More surrendered to the support beneath you. If there is any place that still feels like it is trying to hold itself up, just notice it and gently invite that place to lean back a little more. Even if it cannot fully let go, it can rest a little deeper. The sand will meet it there. Sense the quiet rhythm of your breathing moving through this heavy, resting body. The breath like a soft tide washing in and washing out, again and again. With each exhale, the body sinks a tiny bit further into ease. No part of you needs to be on guard. No part of you needs to stay alert. The bed, the sand, the night itself is holding you. For a few moments now, stay with the feeling of being carried. Head heavy, jaw loose, shoulders dropped, hands warm and still, belly soft, legs and feet fully given to the surface below. Nothing to manage, nothing to decide, just the gentle pull of gravity and the deeper support that catches you and keeps you safe. Let the words fade a little into the background. Let the pauses stretch out, and let your body continue to grow heavier and quieter, as if you are slowly sinking into a calm, comforting sea of warmth and rest. The day is slowly loosening its grip now. All the moments, all the conversations, all the small decisions, they are beginning to fall away. Feel the simple fact of being here, at the edge of the night. Nothing to fix, nothing to solve. Only this gentle unwinding. Notice the way your body rests. The weight of you, supported. The soft contact beneath you. Any places that still feel tight or on guard can start to melt just a little. Let your breath be easy and unforced. A slow, natural inhale. A soft, unhurried exhale. No need to change it, just following the rise and fall. As the body settles, the mind might still feel busy. Thoughts circling, memories replaying, plans and questions, weaving their stories. Nothing has gone wrong. The mind is simply used to turning and turning. You are not here to fight it. You are here to give it a wider, quieter space. Imagine now that your mind is a wide, open night sky. Spacious, calm, stretching far beyond what you can see or name. Thoughts appear in this sky like faint, gentle clouds. They may drift in with a little energy at first. A worry, an old conversation, a list of things to do tomorrow. Notice how each thought has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It drifts in, it hangs for a moment, then, if nothing holds it, it slowly moves on. You do not have to push the clouds away. You do not have to clear the sky. The sky is already clear and open, even when clouds pass through. Let a thought come to mind now, any thought at all. See it as a pale cloud in that dark, spacious sky. You might sense its shape or its feeling, or just know that it is there. Instead of climbing into it, instead of following its story, simply watch it float. Gently, quietly, it moves across the sky of awareness. It does not need a conclusion. It does not need an answer. Another thought may appear. That is all right. This too is just a cloud, soft around the edges, already beginning to thin. Notice how much space surrounds each cloud, the endless, peaceful night all around it, the stillness that holds everything. You are resting as the open sky now, not as the passing clouds. Thoughts can brush by, they can shift and change, but the deeper space of you remains calm, steady, and untouched. If some thoughts feel louder, as if they have stronger wind behind them, simply recognize that. A strong cloud passing through. You do not need to judge it. You do not need to make it go away. Bring your attention back to the gentle sense of space, the quiet depth behind the stories. Each time you notice you are pulled into a thought, you simply return, like gently stepping back and looking up again at the open, silent sky. Now, imagine that inside this vast sky, there is a soft, warm light. This light is like a dimmer switch for the sounds of the mind, not for your wisdom, not for your understanding, only for the noisy part that keeps talking and talking. Picture your hand resting on this dimmer switch. No effort, just resting there. You notice that the inner chatter has a certain volume, a certain brightness. With the smallest movement, begin to turn the dial down just a little. The words in the mind become quieter, like voices in another room. Still there, but softer. Another small turn. Everything inside becomes more muted, more gentle. Thoughts feel further away now, like clouds at the horizon. The space between them grows. You can still notice thoughts if you want to, but they are no longer pressing at the front of your awareness. They are like a faint murmur that you can simply allow to be. Feel how the body responds as the volume of thoughts lowers. Shoulders loosening, jaw unclenching, the muscles of the face softening, as if they, too, are turning down. The dimmer can move even further, toward quiet. Not shut off, not forced into silence, just turned way down, so that what remains is mostly stillness, a soft, deep hush inside. In this hush, your breath moves like a small, calm tide. In and out, in and out. Steady, relaxed, unhurried. From time to time, a thought may still flare up. It might try to pull you into planning or remembering or imagining. You can notice it and gently say, "Not now." And without pushing, the dimmer turns a little lower again. Thoughts are allowed to exist. They do not have to be enemies. They are simply not in charge tonight. They can drift in the background while you rest. Return again to the feeling of that open night sky. Perhaps it is deep blue or almost black. Perhaps there are soft, distant stars. Everything is quiet. Clouds may move, but they do not disturb the night. They do not disturb the depth of calm that spreads out in all directions. You are resting as that calm now. You are breathing as that open space. Thoughts, if they appear, are only gentle ripples on the surface. They rise and they fade, and the stillness remains. Notice the tiny, quiet moments when there are no thoughts at all. Just the feel of the breath, the weight of your body, a sense of sinking into comfort. Those small gaps are like soft doorways into deeper rest. You do not have to hold them open. You do not have to make them last. They come and go on their own like waves of silence. Each exhale invites a little more space. Each exhale smooths the edges of any remaining noise. With every breath out, the day moves a bit further away. With every breath in, the night feels closer, kinder, more welcoming. If the mind starts telling stories again, meet it with kindness. Thank you, mind, for trying to protect me, for trying to manage everything. And then gently, kindly, let the stories float off like mist. They do not need to be finished tonight. Rest in the simple feeling of now, the soft air moving in and out, the quiet weight of your body fully supported, the spacious sky of awareness holding everything with ease, nothing to follow, nothing to chase, words becoming softer, thoughts becoming lighter. The inner noise has faded to a distant whisper, a background hum that no longer asks for attention. Only this gentle presence remains, soft, wide, and peaceful. Stay with this ease as long as you like. Breath flowing, body sinking, mind floating in a quiet, open sky. And if a thought comes, it comes. If it goes, it goes. You rest in the silence beneath it all, settling, drifting into deeper and deeper calm. Let the body be just as it is right now. Nothing to fix, nothing to change. A slow, easy breath moves in and then out, like a soft tide, rising and falling. The day has asked a lot of you. Even if it did not look busy on the outside, the mind and heart have been working, noticing, responding, caring. Now this is a time when nothing is required. No one needs anything from you. You do not have to explain or perform. You are gently moving into a space that belongs only to you. Sense the weight of your body being held by the bed, by the pillow, by whatever supports you. Feel how you do not have to hold yourself up. You are already being held. If any part of you is still on alert, that is all right. Sometimes the body takes a while to realize it is safe to rest. You do not need to push that feeling away. Just acknowledge it, the way you might notice a small animal at the edge of a quiet clearing. It is welcome to be here, and it does not have to do anything. As the next breath comes in, imagine you are gently stepping away from the edges of the day. Conversations, tasks, screens, noise. They can stay behind you for now, like footsteps fading on a path. Ahead of you, there is a place that feels safe, a private inner refuge that fits you perfectly. You might already know this place, or it may appear for the first time now as you rest and listen. For some, it might feel like a softly lit room, quiet, warm, with thick blankets, cushions, or a favorite chair. A place where the light is kind and everything is gentle around the edges. For others, it might appear as a forest clearing at dusk. Tall trees standing like calm, steady guardians. The last light of the day resting on the leaves. The air cool, but not cold. The ground soft beneath you, safe and steady. Or perhaps it is the edge of a calm shoreline at night. Waves moving in slow, rhythmic patterns. The sound soft and distant. The air carrying a hint of salt and coolness, wrapping around you like a light blanket. Notice which of these feels most comforting, or allow something entirely different to appear. You do not have to see it clearly. You might just have a sense of it, a feeling of, this is right for me. Let yourself arrive there now, in your own way, at your own pace. Feel what it is like to be here. How does the air feel on your skin? How does the ground or the bed beneath you meet your body? What tells you that you are safe? Maybe it is the soft glow of a lamp in that quiet room, the way the blankets hug your shape, warm and close, the hush of a house settling for the night, a gentle, familiar stillness. Maybe it is the forest around your clearing, the whisper of leaves moving slowly in the evening air, the faint scent of earth and pine or grass, the sense of tall trunks watching over you, calm and unmoving. Here, nothing rushes, nothing chases, or maybe it is the ocean at night, the soft roll of water in and out, the steady rhythm that seems to breathe with you, the sky above, vast and quiet, holding you in its wide, dark arms. Stay with the place that feels right. Allow more details to gently appear, not forcing, just noticing. What colors are here? What sounds belong to this place? What is the temperature like? Notice anything that adds to your comfort. Perhaps you are wrapped in a warm, heavy blanket. Perhaps you are sitting against the trunk of a tree that feels strong and trustworthy. Perhaps you are lying in soft sand that shapes itself around you, supporting you from every side. This place is yours. It asks nothing of you. You do not have to be any particular way here. You are not being watched or judged. You are allowed to be exactly as you are, moment by moment. If thoughts wander back to the day, that is all right. They may drift through like distant sounds. You do not have to follow them. They can move past, like waves that never quite reach where you are sitting. Feel how safe it is right here, safe to breathe slowly, safe to soften the jaw, the shoulders, the hands, safe to let the muscles of the face grow quiet and smooth. If it feels comfortable, imagine a gentle, protective presence here with you. It might be a soft light around the edges of your space. It might be the feeling of a trusted friend or a kind animal resting nearby. It might be the sturdy presence of the trees or the deep, steady heartbeat of the earth beneath you. Whatever shape it takes, sense that this presence is calm and protective. It keeps watch so you do not have to. It stands at the edges of your safe place, peaceful and strong. Nothing needs to get past it tonight. Notice how the body responds to that. Perhaps the breath goes a little deeper on its own. Perhaps the chest feels less tight. Perhaps the belly softens just a little bit more. All the systems that once needed to be on guard can slowly, gently stand down, not in a hurry. Just a gradual loosening, like untying a knot one small strand at a time. If any part of you still feels tense or unsure, it can move a little closer to the warmest, safest part of this place, like sitting nearer to the fireplace, or stepping into a deeper patch of soft grass, or curling more fully into the blankets. Here, you belong. This space has been waiting for you. It recognizes you. It knows the shape of your tiredness. It knows the weight you have been carrying, and it holds you with quiet kindness. No questions, no demands, only a gentle invitation to rest. Breath by breath, allow yourself to sink more fully into this refuge. With each exhale, it is as if you are laying down something you no longer need to carry tonight. A thought, a worry, a plan. They can rest outside, just for now. Feeling the soft rise and fall of your breathing, notice how it matches the rhythm of this place, the sway of branches, the murmur of waves, the stillness of a room at night, everything moving slowly, gently, in harmony. You do not have to hold on to this place. It holds you. It lives inside you, always available, even when you forget. Even when the day feels loud and heavy, this quiet refuge waits in the background, steady and patient. For now, you are here. Nowhere else to go. Nothing else to do. Rest in the feeling of being quietly protected, warm enough, safe enough, exactly where you need to be. If thoughts appear, you can let them float at the edges. They do not need answers tonight. They can drift, soft and distant, like clouds moving slowly across a wide, calm sky. Notice once more the simple comforts of your place, the texture under your hands, the air on your face, the sound that cradles this space in softness. Let these small sensations reassure you. You are here. You are safe. You are allowed to let go. And now you can simply rest in this quiet refuge, held, protected, breathing slowly, gently, in and out. As the night deepens around you and everything in you settles into peaceful, healing rest. The day is slowly fading now. The edges of it are softening. Thoughts are a little slower. The body is a little heavier, a little more willing to rest. Notice how the air feels around you. Maybe it is cool on your skin or gently warm. Notice the quiet sounds in the background, whatever they are. They do not need to be pushed away. They can simply be part of this gentle ending. Let your attention drift toward your body. Feel where it is supported. The bed, the pillow, the blanket, or whatever is holding you. Sense how that support is steady, patient, not asking anything from you. If it feels comfortable, allow your eyes to soften or close. Imagine the space around you becoming dimmer and quieter, as if the whole room is settling down with you. Nothing to finish, nothing to hurry. Now, take a slow, easy breath in through your nose. Not a big breath, just a natural one. And then a long, soft breath out. Let the exhale be just a little slower than the inhale, like a quiet sigh of relief. Breathing in, notice the gentle rise. Breathing out, notice the soft fall. Over and over, like a wave that never needs to be perfect, just moving at its own relaxed pace. As you breathe, the day may come back in little pieces, moments that went well, moments that felt heavy or unfinished. You do not have to chase them away. Instead, imagine you are sitting beside a calm, slow river. Each memory, each thought, each feeling is a small leaf floating by. Some leaves are bright and light. Some are darker, heavier. And all of them are allowed to pass. Think of one small thing that went well today. It does not have to be big or impressive. Maybe you answered a message. Maybe you took a deep breath when you needed it. Maybe you simply got out of bed. Let yourself notice that small success. Feel how it lands in you. You did that. Even if it seemed ordinary, it still mattered in its own quiet way. Now, bring to mind something that did not go the way you hoped. A conversation, a task left undone, a feeling you wish you had not had. Only touch it lightly. No need to dive into the details. As you think of it, imagine speaking to yourself in a calm, steady voice. The kind of voice you might use with a tired friend. You might quietly say, "Yes, that was hard. Yes, that was disappointing. And it is okay. Notice what happens when you do not try to fix it. You are not rewriting the moment. You are not arguing with it. You are simply allowing it to be what it was. Another easy breath in and a long, slow breath out. Feel the gentle weight of your body being held, supported exactly as you are. Now, in your own time, let the whole day gather in your awareness, not in sharp detail, just as a soft shape. Morning, afternoon, evening. What happened? What did not happen? You may sense a part of you that still feels tight around it all, maybe in the chest, maybe in the throat. Maybe it feels like a knot or a small stone you are carrying. Bring your attention to the center of your chest, to the place where you imagine your heart resting. You do not need to feel anything special. Just gently notice this area. Now imagine a warm, gentle light appearing there, soft like the glow of a candle behind closed eyes. This light is kind, patient, and unhurried. It is not judging the day. It is not judging you. With each slow breath in, feel this warm light brighten just a little. With each breath out, feel it spread softly through your chest, like a warm hand resting over your heart. Steady, reassuring. Within this soft warmth, hear a quiet message. It might sound like, "You did enough for today," or "It was enough for today." Notice how those words feel inside you. Let that message repeat gently with your breath. Breathing in, warm light. Breathing out. It was enough for today. Imagine this warm light wrapping around your heart like a soft blanket being tucked around something precious, not to hide anything, just to keep it safe. Held. Understood. Think again of the moments that went well, the small wins, the little efforts. See them resting in this warm light. Appreciated, noticed. Then think of the things that did not go as planned, the stumbles, the unfinished tasks, the waves of emotion. See them also resting in the same warm light, not pushed out, not rejected, held with the very same care. The light does not divide your day into good and bad. It simply holds everything together and quietly says, all of this was part of being you today. All of this is allowed to rest now. If any self-judgment appears, you do not need to argue with it. Let it be another leaf on the river, another shape floating through the warm light. You might softly answer it with, "I was doing the best I could with what I knew then." Or simply, "I am allowed to be human." Notice if anything loosens as you offer yourself these words. Maybe the shoulders soften a little. Maybe the jaw releases. Maybe the breath moves more freely. Even the smallest easing is enough. Keep feeling into that place around your heart, the imagined knot, the tightness. See the warm light flowing gently around it, not pulling, not forcing, just softening the edges little by little, as if patience itself is resting there. With each exhale, sense the knot melting just a tiny bit, threads loosening, space opening. You do not have to make it happen. You are only watching it happen in its own time. Inside this growing space, a tender truth appears. You are allowed to be exactly as you are in this moment, tired or restless, calm or stirred up, quiet or crowded with thoughts. The warm light around your heart whispers, "You are enough, even like this." You are enough, even on days that feel unfinished. You are enough, even when you wish you had done more. Let that sink in like water soaking into dry ground. No need to grab it, no need to prove it. Just hearing it is enough. Now imagine this gentle light slowly expanding beyond your chest, down into your belly, along your shoulders and arms, down through your back and legs. A quiet, spreading warmth that says, "You can rest now." Feel how the body responds to this permission. Perhaps the muscles give up a little more weight to whatever is holding you. Perhaps your breath drops deeper into your body without trying. You are being allowed to stop doing, to stop striving. Just for now, if more thoughts about the day appear, let them be surrounded by this same warm glow. They are not intruders. They are simply parts of you that have not yet realized that the day is over and it is safe to let go. Imagine gently telling them, "Thank you, but not now. We can rest. It was enough for today." Stay with the rhythm of your breathing. Soft in-breath. Slow, easy out-breath. The body held. The heart wrapped in warmth. Nothing has to be fixed before you sleep. Nothing has to be figured out. Everything that needs your attention can wait until another time. For now, the only task is to soften. Let the words drift quietly inside you like a lullaby. I did what I could. It was enough for today. I am enough, just as I am. It is safe to rest. Allow these words to become softer and fewer, fading into the background like a gentle hum. Breath moving slowly, body heavy and supported. Heart surrounded by warm, tender light. And as the day continues to loosen its hold, you can sink a little deeper into this calm, forgiving space where nothing is required of you and everything in you is gently invited to be very, very still. The day is already far behind you now. Everything important has been set down for the night. Nothing more is needed. Nothing more is asked of you. Notice how the quiet around you has its own soft presence. It does not push. It does not hurry. It just waits gently like a calm night waiting with open arms. Feel your body resting where it is, supported, held. No effort needed at all. The surface beneath you is doing the work of holding. Your muscles do not have to hold you up. Your thoughts do not have to hold the day together. All of that can loosen and slowly drift away. Imagine now that you are lying on warm, calm water. The water is still and steady like a protected cove at night. The air is soft on your skin. Nothing pulls, nothing tugs. Your body is light here, buoyant. The water shapes itself around you, perfectly matching every curve, every line. You do not need to know how it does this. You only feel the gentle support rising to meet you. Notice the way your back is held, the gentle cradle beneath your head, the easy, floating feeling along your arms and legs. You are carried without any effort of your own. Above you, the sky is dark and quiet, a deep night sky, wide and open. Tiny stars scattered gently across it like soft pinpoints of silver. They are far away, and yet their calm seems close, all around you. As you rest on this warm water, breathing out, feel how each exhale softens you even more. Breathing in, the body is filled with quiet. Breathing out, anything heavy grows lighter and slips away into the darkness. The water receives it and spreads it out until it is almost nothing. Thoughts may rise like little ripples, a memory of the day, a faint concern for tomorrow. They appear on the surface of the mind, then stretch, thin out, and fade as the water settles back into stillness. You do not have to chase them or push them aside. They know how to dissolve on their own, just like ripples smoothing out into glass, just like clouds slowly melting in the sky. Feel how the borders of your body begin to blur just a little. The line where skin meets water becomes softer and softer, not gone, just gentler. You are resting where your body and the water, your body and the night, touch and mingle. Your arms may feel a little heavier or a little lighter, your legs vague and distant, as if they are almost not there. Your hands, your feet, maybe only a soft echo of themselves, weightless and easy, quietly floating. The water is warm enough that you do not feel cold or hot, just comfortable and at ease. The dark sky above adds its own kind of warmth, a calm warmth that comes from deep silence. You are between these two soft spaces, sky above and water below, safely held in the middle. Notice the rhythm of this floating. Perhaps there is the slightest, slowest sway, a gentle rise as if on a smooth, tiny swell, a gentle fall, nearly impossible to detect, only a suggestion of movement, cradling you. With every tiny rise, the body fills with ease. With every tiny fall, the body lets go a little more. Up and down, so slow that time begins to stretch and soften. Moments flow into each other like calm water flowing into more calm water. If you like, let the scene shift with the same feeling of safety. Imagine now that you are resting on a soft, wide cloud. The cloud holds you like the most comfortable bed, cool and warm at the same time, perfectly balanced. You sink in just enough to feel completely supported. The cloud moves very slowly across the night sky, so slow that you almost cannot tell you are moving at all. Only the gentle sense of being carried forward without having to choose, without having to steer, nothing to manage, nothing to fix. Below, there is only darkness and quiet. Above, more dark sky, with a few calm stars keeping you company. The air is still, almost hushed, as if the whole sky is whispering rest. This is a place where nothing is urgent. Your body, resting on the cloud, grows softer and more distant. The edges melt into the softness beneath you. Your back feels wide and open. The shoulders loosen and fall away from your ears, almost on their own. Jaw relaxed, tongue resting lightly, eyes heavy, drifting, perhaps already gently closed, forehead smooth, like the surface of a still lake at night. Breath moves in, breath moves out. You are not doing the breathing. It is simply happening the way waves move, the way clouds drift. In and out. Easy, natural, unforced. Sense how the cloud supports every part of you equally. There is no one place that has to carry more weight than another. Everything is spread out, shared, softened. The whole body is wrapped in this even, gentle support. In this soft sky, even time feels roomy. There is no need to remember what came before. No need to plan anything that comes next. Just this quiet, floating now, stretching out as long as you need it. Thoughts become like distant stars. They may appear tiny points in the dark, but they are far away and they do not disturb your rest. You can see them without reaching for them. As the body rests, awareness can widen a little. Not focused tightly on any one thing, just open and easy. Noticing the feeling of floating, the warmth, the quiet. Everything included, nothing pressing, nothing sharp. The sense of me and around me begins to soften at the edges. Perhaps you feel less like a solid shape and more like gentle presence. A warm, relaxed awareness resting in a warm, relaxed night. No hard borders, just a soft meeting between you and the space that holds you. If a thought or feeling grows louder, it can be held here too. Placed gently on the surface of the water or laid softly on the cloud beside you. Nothing has to be pushed away. Everything can float. Notice how safe it feels to be carried, to not be the one guiding or holding or deciding, to allow the water or the cloud or the quiet itself to do the holding. You are free to rest inside that holding. Every breath seems to lengthen the distance from the busy day. As you exhale, the day falls back, softer and smaller. As you inhale, the night draws closer, kind and calm. You are welcomed deeper into this stillness. Here, effort is not needed. Here, trying is not needed. You are already enough, already resting, already floating. Nothing to improve, nothing to get right. The body may feel very heavy now, sinking into support, or very light, almost transparent, barely there. Either way is fine. Either way is a sign of easing, of letting go into the night. Let the sense of floating spread beyond the body, the room around you, the dark outside, the whole night, all part of one quiet space. You are simply resting in that space, like a small boat on a vast, still ocean, or a soft cloud in an endless sky. Safe, unmoving at the center of deep calm. There is nowhere else you need to be. Nothing else you need to do. This gentle weightlessness is enough. This quiet is enough. Stay with the soft rise and fall of your breathing. Stay with the feeling of being held. If sleep comes, it can come easily, like drifting a little deeper into the same calm water, the same soft cloud. If you remain awake, you are still resting deeply in this stillness. Floating in quiet, everything slows. Mind, body, breath, all moving at the pace of the night. All soft, all gentle, all at ease. And now you can simply continue to rest here, held by the softness beneath you, wrapped in the silence around you, floating in the quiet, as the night keeps watch in its own peaceful way. Night is here now. The day has slipped behind you. Its edges are already softening. Thoughts of what happened earlier begin to fade, like footprints slowly disappearing in the sand. Breathing is easy, slow, unhurried. The air moves in and out of your body in a gentle rhythm, like a quiet tide arriving and retreating on a calm shore. Notice how the space around you feels different at night. Quieter, cooler, as if the whole world is exhaling. Nothing needs your attention right now. Nothing is waiting for you. Every task, every plan, every decision belongs to another time. This is the time for resting. Sense the bed beneath you, solid, supportive, holding your weight so you do not have to hold yourself up. Feel how it meets the back of your body, the sides of your body, the length of your legs. With each slow breath, picture the night itself as a vast, soft blanket, gentle and weightless at first, hovering just above you, waiting patiently to wrap you in warmth and ease. As you inhale, imagine that blanket lowering a little closer. As you breathe out, feel it touch your shoulders, your chest, your arms. The fabric of the night is smooth and quiet and kind. It covers you without pressing, without asking anything at all. Let that soft blanket spread over your legs, over your feet, around your hips and waist. Everything tucked in, nothing left out in the cold. Notice how the night holds you, not tightly, just enough to let your body know that it can finally let go. Muscles do not have to stay ready anymore. Around you, the world is dimming. Lights have been switched off. Voices have faded. The busy sounds of the day have stepped back, as if they are slowly going to sleep too. Imagine the streets outside becoming quiet, cars fewer and farther apart, then still, windows darkening one by one, the whole landscape settling into its own long, deep breath. Somewhere far away, a last door closes. A final light clicks off, and then only the hush of night remains. Soft, steady, and calm. Inside this hush, your mind does not need to stay alert. It does not have to solve anything. It does not have to remember or rehearse. Every unfinished thought can rest on a gentle shelf until tomorrow. If a thought appears, let it float up like a small feather in the dark. No need to grab it. No need to chase it. Just watch it drift and then dissolve into the wide, quiet sky of night around you. Feel how your body responds to this quiet. The jaw can soften. The tongue can rest heavy and relaxed. The eyes, even when closed, can sink back into stillness. Shoulders gently drop. The spine settles into a natural curve. Hands become warm and loose, no longer holding or gripping or reaching for anything. Even the smallest muscles around your eyes, your forehead, your mouth grow soft. Breath continues all on its own. You do not need to manage it. The body knows this rhythm deeply, like an old, familiar song. In and out, slow and easy. Allow yourself to feel how wise your body is, how it understands rest without being told, how it moves all through the night in quiet patterns that keep you safe and cared for. Every heartbeat, every breath, gently guiding you inward. You are held by the bed beneath you. You are wrapped in the blanket of night around you. You are carried by the steady movement of your own breathing. Nothing is left for you to hold up alone. If the mind tries to return to the day, offer it a softer place to land. Imagine it floating on a slow, gentle river in the dark. The water is warm and safe. You lie back and feel yourself gently supported, drifting without effort. No paddling, no steering. The river knows where it is going. Your only task is to rest on its surface and let it move you deeper into quiet. As you drift, sounds grow softer. Edges blur. The space between one thought and the next stretches out, like a wide, peaceful field of silence. You may find yourself resting in those spaces more and more. Awake and asleep begin to mix at the edges. You might notice a feeling of floating or of sinking gently down. You might feel almost weightless, as if the night itself is carrying you. Whatever you notice is welcome. Here, you are safe to surrender, safe to release your plans, your roles, your responsibilities. They will wait for you until morning. They do not need you now. Tell your body quietly inside that it has permission to rest, permission to go as soft and heavy and quiet as it wants to be. Permission to fall fully into the arms of sleep whenever it is ready. Nothing will be missed. The night is long enough for everything, long enough for your thoughts to loosen, long enough for your muscles to unwind, long enough for your whole being to reset in peace. Notice how good it feels to do nothing, to simply lie here, wrapped and supported and safe. No effort, no pushing, just this gentle being. If any small tension remains, imagine the soft blanket of night growing a little heavier in a comforting way, like a warm hand resting lightly where you feel tightness. With each exhale, that place softens and melts. Any leftover strain quietly drains down, out through the mattress, into the deep stillness below you. Outside, the night continues its slow rhythm. Stars above, clouds drifting, the earth turning in silence. Life is still moving, but it does not need you to guide it. You are free to rest within it all. In this moment, nothing is required, not even staying awake to follow these words. If they blur or fade, that is perfectly right. They are just a soft background like a distant lullaby. Trust the pull of sleep as it gently gathers around you. Trust your body as it sinks further into comfort. Trust the quiet wisdom of the night as it holds you. You are allowed to let go completely. Breath soft, body heavy, mind dim and spacious. Wrapped in the vast, soft blanket of the night, resting, drifting, surrendering a little more with each slow, easy breath, until even the words are far away now, and there is only the quiet and the softness and the deep, deep rest of the night. The day is already fading behind you. All the sounds, all the faces, all the moments, growing softer now. Feel how the air around you is gentler at this hour, quieter, as if the whole world has lowered its voice. In this calm, the day begins to drift away, not all at once, just little by little, the way light fades at the edge of the sky. Imagine that your body is resting in a small, quiet boat. The water is calm, smooth like glass. The boat rocks with a slow, steady rhythm, almost like a breath. Each inhale, the boat rises a touch. Each exhale, it settles back again. Nothing to steer, nothing to do. The shore behind you is today. Everything that happened, everything you said or didn't say, everything you did or meant to do. From this soft boat, the shore is already a little distant. You can see it, but it isn't close anymore. Shapes and details blur together, as if wrapped in a gentle mist. Notice how it feels, knowing that shore is drifting farther away, not lost, just not needed right now. The water holds the boat with such ease. You don't have to hold yourself up. Muscles can loosen. The space behind the eyes can soften. If thoughts of the day float up, that is all right. They can appear like small waves touching the side of the boat. They come. They move on. There is no need to climb back to the shore, no need to fix or finish anything. The boat simply rocks, slow and quiet, beneath a wide, peaceful sky. With every gentle sway, the shore of the day slips a little farther away. Sounds from that shore become muffled. Words, conversations, tasks. They turn into a soft hum, then into almost nothing at all. The body knows how to rest. It remembers. Notice how heavy and safe you feel lying here in this boat. The water is deep below, calm and steady. You are floating on top of that calm, carried without effort. Now picture a candle somewhere inside this quiet space. The candle is today's light, the feelings and thoughts of the day. For a moment, see it clearly. The small flame standing bright and steady, the gentle glow around it. And then, as you rest, the flame begins to soften, not blown out, not forced, just slowly, gradually growing lower. The edges of the light blur. The glow reaches less far into the room. Shadows grow softer, kinder. You don't have to watch every change. You might sense it only from time to time. Each time attention returns, the candle is a little smaller, a little dimmer. The light of the day has done its work. It has shone on everything it needed to. Now it is allowed to grow quiet. As the flame fades, awareness of today fades with it. Names, plans, stories, and roles, they begin to feel far away, like that shoreline behind the boat. You do not have to remember who you are supposed to be. Not now. The mind can loosen its grip on me and mine, and what's next. Here, in this softness, there is only breath, only the gentle weight of your body resting, only the slow rocking of the boat on calm water. If the mind wanders, it is welcome to wander. Words can blur. Sentences can dissolve before they finish. None of it needs to be followed. Notice how pleasant it is to not keep track anymore, to let thoughts half appear and then melt away, to let attention drift where it wants to go, or not go anywhere at all. The candle is now very small, just a tiny, warm point of light. The day has become a soft afterglow. Even that last glow begins to spread out and thin. It's no longer a clear point, more like a gentle warmth filling the space without any edges. In the boat, under the night sky, there is no hurry. The water moves in the same slow rhythm, up and down, quietly, peacefully. The shore of the day is now just a line far behind. You might not even turn to look. It is enough to know it is back there resting too. Here, you don't have to remember what happened. You don't have to solve anything, and all the usual shapes of your day lose their outlines. The you of the daytime, with all its roles and tasks, also softens. Like mist in the early morning, it thins and drifts away. What remains is simply this feeling of resting, of being gently carried. Thoughts may arrive as broken pieces, a few words, an image, a fragment of a memory. They fade before fully forming. They become part of the background, like the quiet ripples under the boat. Breath continues all by itself, in and out, soft and low. The body settles a little deeper with each exhale. Shoulders release. The jaw unclenches. Even the small muscles around the eyes let go. Awareness itself is becoming drowsy, heavier, more diffuse. You don't have to hold on to this moment. You don't have to stay awake for the words. They can pass like distant voices across the water, fading as they go. If sleep comes now, it comes like a gentle tide, rising around the boat, cradling it, filling in all the spaces with quiet. Nothing is required of you in this tide. You can drift, or you can sink into deep rest. Either way is perfectly fine. The candle's light is almost gone now. Only the faintest afterglow remains, a soft, warm memory of light without any need to shine. The day has become a distant shoreline. The sense of me has grown light and hazy, just a soft awareness floating in a wide, dreamlike space. If part of you is still listening, it can relax even more. Sounds blur together. Pauses stretch out. Silence feels thick and kind. Nothing to follow. Nothing to understand. Just the tender rhythm of breath and rest. The boat rocks and rocks and rocks, steady as a lullaby without words. At some point, even the boat may disappear from awareness. Only the feeling of being held remains. Not by water, not by anything you can name, just an easy, timeless softness. Thoughts grow slower now, longer spaces between them, like stars coming in and out behind thin clouds. You are allowed to vanish into this rest, to forget the day, to forget yourself, to simply be, without trying. And as everything grows quieter, as the last traces of today slip away, you can let yourself drift far beyond the day into the wide, deep, gentle darkness, where sleep, or something very close to sleep, can cradle you in its quiet arms and carry you on through the night. The day is very far away now, almost like a soft memory. What is here is only this quiet, only this gentle, breathing moment. The body knows what to do with quiet. It knows how to settle, how to soften, how to fold into rest. You do not have to manage any of it. You are already doing enough by simply being here. Notice how the air feels where it touches your skin, cool or warm, light or heavy. However it is holding you. Notice the weight of your body being carried by the bed, by the pillow, by the steady support beneath you that has not moved and will not move. If the mind is still a little busy, that is all right. Thoughts may still skim the surface. They can be like faint ripples on a very wide, very still lake. The deep water underneath is calm, and that calm is what you are resting into now. You have come this far into the night. You have met this moment with your presence, just as you are. That is a quiet, simple kind of courage, a small act of kindness offered inward. All that you carry today can loosen now. Responsibilities, plans, memories, unfinished stories. They can wait outside the soft circle of this night. They know the way back to you when the time is right. For now, you are allowed to pause, to be nobody's answer, to fix nothing, to simply breathe. Feel the gentle rise of your chest, the easing fall, the way each breath arrives on its own, the way each breath leaves on its own. In this calm, you do not need to try to relax. You do not need to chase sleep. Rest is already wrapping around you like a warm, quiet blanket. Sleep will come in its own time, in its own way. If sleep is near, you can drift toward it, like a small boat drifting toward a safe, sheltered shore. No effort, only the soft pull of stillness. If sleep is not quite here yet, that is also welcome. You can simply lie in this pool of gentleness, letting the body be heavy, letting the mind be free to wander without needing to follow. You have done enough for today, more than enough. Every effort, every breath, every small step was part of carrying you here, to this moment of ease. If there were tangled moments today, they do not have to be sorted out now. If there were bright moments, you might feel a faint glow of gratitude. If there were difficult moments, you might feel a faint sigh of release. All of it can soften into the background. Right now, nothing is asked of you. Nothing is required. You are allowed to rest just because you are here, just because you are human, and it is night, and the body needs rest. Notice the gentle heaviness in your eyelids, a soft blur at the edges of awareness. Thoughts may slow, like words spoken in a whisper. Sensations become simpler, quieter, kinder. If you like, you can imagine a soft light above you. Very gentle, very dim, just enough to feel like a warm presence. It does not judge or plan or worry. It only rests with you. This soft presence might feel like a quiet good night from the world, a small wordless blessing for your body and your mind. It says without speaking, you have done enough. You may rest now. Let those words sink into you if they feel right. You have done enough. You may rest now. You are safe to let go. If the mind tries to argue, that is all right. You do not have to push it away. You can let the thoughts be there, like distant sounds in another room. They do not need your full attention. What matters is the simple rhythm of your breath, the gentle weight of your body, the softness beneath you, the quiet all around. In this quiet, you are not alone. Many hearts are resting under the same sky. Many bodies are sinking into the same night. You are part of that shared, peaceful dark. Allow yourself to lean into that sense of shared rest, into the thought that it is all right to stop, to close the door on this day and leave it outside. It will wait for you, unchanged until morning. Inside this room, inside this body, there is only now, only this peaceful in-breath, only this unhurried out-breath, only this slow softening. If emotion rises at the edge of this softness, let it be gentle, a quiet wave that lifts and falls. There is space here for whatever you feel. Nothing needs to be fixed before you sleep. You have taken time to care for yourself, to listen inward, to soften your hold on what you could not control. That is a tender gift you have offered to your own heart. Allow that to be enough. More than enough. The door of the day can close now very softly without a sound. Inside, the room of your night stays warm and still. If any part of you is still holding on, you might imagine placing the day down, setting it gently beside the bed, wrapped in patience, waiting for the light of tomorrow. For now, the only path is inward, and that path is soft. It leads into deeper quiet, into deeper rest, into a space where you do not have to be anything for anyone. Here, you are simply a breathing, resting being, held by the dark, held by the bed, held by the quiet kindness of this moment. May your breath stay easy. May your body feel safe to let go. May your mind grow softer, slower, kinder to itself. May sleep, when it comes, be deep and gentle. The night is on your side. It asks nothing. It only offers rest. You are allowed to take that offer fully, to sink into it without looking back. Now, words become less important. Silence can begin to do the soothing. Breath moving in, breath moving out. body growing heavier, mind growing light. If thoughts return, they can float by like small clouds in a wide, dark sky. They do not disturb the sky itself. The sky remains open. You remain at ease. Stay here as long as you like in this quiet. There is nowhere else you need to be. Nothing else you need to do. Only this soft, spacious resting, a gentle good night rests around you now. Not an ending, just a deepening, a slow drift into whatever kind of rest you need. Sleep or stillness or something in between. Let yourself be carried by the bed, by the breath, by the soft, endless quiet of the night.